Hi, I'm Katie Hacker and I'm a regular contributor to Beadwork magazine. I also share my beading ideas through my blog at katiehacker.com and on the public television series Beads, Baubles, and Jewels. Today, let's look at some ideas for using bead frames in your jewelry designs. This feature is all about bead frames, and bead frames are one of my favorite elements for jewelry making because you can use them in so many different ways. So today I'm going to show you some different examples and some ideas for using them in your jewelry. So let's start with these ring beads from Crystal Life Swarovski Elements. They come in different styles and colors, and they're 12.5 millimeters, and then they have a hole inside that fits a 4 millimeter bead. So you can string them into a design, and they're drilled on each end, so you could use them in a piece like this, where I join them to eye pins, then connected a piece of chain and a dangle here at the bottom to make some cool earrings. Now another cool thing you can do with bead frames is you can use the negative space. So in a piece like this, it's a semi-precious stone from Blue Moon Beads. They come in different styles, and you can use the negative space like I did here to create an interesting pendant or other dangle. So here I put a head pin through the bottom of a glass bead, wire wrapped it at the top, and then at the bottom I did a head pin and attached it to a beading cone. Now there's a tiny loop inside that holds all of my seed bead strands on the bottom of the pendant there. If you wanted to use this space inside to highlight a special bead, you could do that with something like this piece from Fire Mountain Gems. These are sterling silver and they come in some really interesting shapes, and I love the way this has kind of an organic feel. This is a half flower, and there's also this other one here that looks like it has some petals. Again, those are sterling, and I just think they add a really neat touch to the center of a design, or you can use them as earring dangles. I also want to show you some sterling silver bead frames by Jill McKay, and these are just some really gorgeous, intricate pieces that she designs, and they're manufactured in Thailand. And you can see these pieces here have a bead frame because they have a space in the center there, but the whole piece itself is really decorative and it can add a very ornamental look to your jewelry. These pieces have tiny crystals set in, and each of these is decorative on both sides, so if it flips around in your design, you're still going to see the decorative part of the piece in your design. And I love the way you can highlight a little tiny crystal, or you can use this piece here to put a bead inside and then continue your design on both sides. What I did with this piece is I put an 8 millimeter bicone inside, and it kind of coordinates with the crystals again, and then I've also wire wrapped it to a handmade sterling silver ring. So that makes a fun dangle for a necklace or a pair of earrings. And I'm really excited to show you these. They're the Katie's Creative Components that I created with Beadalon. And they're a piece that I invented so that you can lay your own beads into the empty channels. So on this piece, the wire is running through the drill hole here on the outside, and then around, and then it goes out the other side. You could also run a wire through the center to highlight a special bead there. It comes in different styles, and this one here has a bezel cup inside, so you could create a resin collage or do some other kind of art in the middle there, or you could highlight a special flat back bead. So those are some ideas for bead frames, and I hope you'll come back for the next issue when we talk about more of Katie's finds.